Calificas para ser legal. ¿Quieres saber? Solo llama al abogado Andrés Mejer.
Next subject, voluntary departure. What is it? So, voluntary departure is also commonly called voluntary return or voluntary deportation. It allows a person to leave the U.S. at his or her own expense and avoid many of the immigration consequences associated with deportation. Now, you can request voluntary departure either from Department of Homeland Security before appearing in court, from the immigration judge at your first appearance in court, or at the end of your court when the judge denied your relief, says, I'm sorry, you don't qualify under asylum, you could request a voluntary departure again at that time. So this is prior to court, at court, or at the end of court. What are the requirements for voluntary departure? Well, you have to have been present in the U.S. at least 1 year. You have to have travel documents to go back to your country, like a passport. If you don't have that, then you don't qualify. You can't have been convicted of an aggravated felony or terrorism-related conviction. You have to prove it's your intention to leave to depart the United States. Now, you could just say it's my intention. In some cases, that's proof enough. You have to withdraw any applications for relief, for example, cancellation, removal, or asylum that's pending with the court. You have to admit that you're removable from the U.S. Yes, Your Honor, I concede the fact that I entered without permission. I concede the fact that I'm not a U.S. citizen. I concede the fact that I am a citizen of Chile, and I am requesting voluntary departure to go back to Chile. Those are my concessions that I have to make in front of the judge. I also am waiving my right to appeal. So if I go to trial and the trial goes against me, and I'm asking for voluntary departure, I am waiving my right to appeal that decision. That decision would become final, but for my voluntary departure. And I have to show that I can afford to pay for the ticket. Usually that's why, here, Your Honor, is the ticket I already bought. That's how you show it. Now, why request voluntary departure? What's the benefit? Is there any benefits? If today you are eligible for no relief, you're in removal proceedings, and you're detained, well, voluntary departure gets you out of jail sooner. It also avoids an order of removal. So let's, for purpose of conversation, say, I'm Andres Mejer. I've been in the U.S. 20 years. I have never applied for anything. I'm undocumented. I am detained if I have an order of removal. I am now inadmissible to the United States for at least 2 reasons. 1, I've been in the U.S. more than 1 year. So when I leave, I'm inadmissible for 10 years. And 2, a judge ordered my deportation. Now, I could wait 10 years and the first one goes away. Order of removal, not so much. So voluntary departure removes, I don't get an order. I don't get another ground of inadmissibility. Instead, I still have to deal with the 1 year of unlawful presence. I get more time to settle my affairs. Look, if I'm detained, meaning I'm in jail, and I get an order of removal, ICE is going to try to deport me within 1, 2, 3 weeks, as quickly as they possibly can. I don't get to go back to my apartment and pack my stuff. I don't get to mail what I want to mail. I don't get to close out my bank accounts and do all that stuff. I'm on a plane as soon as the government gets me on one. Now, if I take voluntary departure, the judge might give me a bond, might say, listen, you got to pay a certain amount to prove that you're going to leave. Within 120 days, generally speaking, I will have to leave. I'll have to buy my ticket, but I can pack my house, I can empty out my bank accounts, I can sell my car, I can sell my property, I can ship whatever I want to ship. I have that ability that I otherwise wouldn't have. If you have any questions, put them down below. Subscribe to our channel. If there's a subject you want us to talk about in the future, put it in the comments. We review it, and maybe we'll talk about it in the weeks to come.